One of the most common mistakes that I see people make in their GMAT studies is going all in on a third-party provider's course and not using the official guide for GMAT review in conjunction with that course. If you've ever had the experience of going through a program and feeling like you know all the material, but then it doesn't translate to your practice exams, odds are you haven't integrated the official guide for GMAT review enough into your studies. Now, some courses do a lot of work with the official guide and some courses ignore it completely. All of these courses are valuable and have their place, and different people are going to fit with different programs. But the one thing that's universal is if your program is not assigning material from the official guide for GMAT review, you must get a copy of that and you must do extra work out of that as you go through your curriculum. What you should do to keep things simple is as you go through the different modules of your course or your books, find some questions that have to do with that material in the official guide and see if you can apply the stuff you're learning in your course to those official guide questions. Aim for between 5 and 30 official guide questions for each topic, depending on how many there are in the book and how much emphasis your course or instructor puts on those subjects. For example, something like divisibility is not going to show up on an official GMAT as much as something like word problems would. So you'll want to do more word problems and less divisibility by and large. The other tip that can really accelerate your growth and make sure all the material you're learning in your course actually translates on test day is to keep a list of official guide questions that you've done that you want to revisit because you didn't feel that you had truly mastered them on the first repetition. I cannot stress how important this is because so many people believe that just doing more new questions is the answer to every problem. Now, that's a very logical assumption if the GMAT worked like other exams, but it doesn't. The GMAT's totally different than tests you've taken in the past, even though it looks the same. This is what causes a lot of pain for students who believe it's going to be just like any other test. This was my problem, and if you want to hear more about my struggles, my story, and how I overcame them, then tap the link in our bio and watch our webinar. Now, the good news is through those trials and tribulations, I figured out exactly what you should be doing and what you should not be doing, and all you have to do to benefit from that is follow along here or hit the link in our bio and follow us on our podcast, on YouTube, or whatever content stream you personally prefer. Looking forward to making a contribution to your success. Talk soon.